I
Right.
asked my mum the other day what race her flower.
Wow.
Wait, I heard you asked your mum what race her flowers were.
Yeah, well, I was walking through the garden with her. I was like, what race is that one? She looked at me like I was retarded.
You just
Wait,
slam
you
your
are?
face into the pavement and respawn.
If only it was that simple.
Yeah.
Reset!
Like in Swedish we say gör om, gör rätt.
Post-womb abortion, let's go.
This is the second party trailing us.
Yeah.
Alright, should we start?
Yes. So last time you finished up by exploring the nearby town, and you went down into a cellar. You managed to struggle a little bit with in-party communications because somebody doesn't trust magic, and somebody handed that person a magic item for communications purposes. But you found a cellar and had a minor skirmish with some shadows underground. And
Where do we end?
you
I believe Paddy was just leaving the building.
Yes, you ended up by at least Shade having just left the house.
Shade, it's not shade. Shade.
Shade.
He said shade.
Parole!
So, has he seen me? Have I seen him?
I believe we ended up with him. No, what was it?
I think I went down.
I'd gone to where the party I'd last seen them. So.
No, he didn't see you because he rolled a natural one in his perception.
Did I do that? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was still a halfling, right, when I came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Did I see him? Or do I need to roll?
As you would have to height advantage, and I'll say you just see him because of passive perception.
Okay. So yeah, excuse me, child. Have you seen some adventurers pass through?
I changed back into my regular human form. It's me. It's me.
Startled and say, I wish you'd stop doing.
I wish you'd figure out how to use the things I give you.
I tried.
I sort of put my hand out and like gesturing him to give it to me.
I sort of edge closer and sort of place it in his palm and then back up quickly again because he's doing magic stuff. I tapped on it. I tried to communicate with you. I saw some flashing lights inside a building.
Okay. I sort of take the earring and like slowly take it towards his ear. And then I
look at his hands. He's moving it closer towards me and just move my head slowly away, but not as quick as he's moving his hand towards me.
I'm like, don't worry. I just want to show you how it works. Now hold this towards your ear. Nice. I try to put it where it's supposed to be. Hold it there.
I hold it there.
And then move away a bit. And then I tap it slightly and say, "Can you hear me tapping?"
I can hear you saying. I can hear you. Can I hear you tapping?
Yeah. Okay. Great. It works. See, we can speak on the distance.
No, you're right beside me. I can still
No.
hear you.
Okay. I move away even more then. I move away. I move like maybe like 10, 15 feet away from him, and just like speak into the earring. Hello. Can you hear me now? Oh, Jesus Christ. You can also speak. I will hear you.
Have you spoken yet?
I go back and like, okay, it must be broken. Can I have it back?
Okay.
I'll fix it, okay?
Look at it and go, are you sure this is magic?
No, I'm not sure
winding me
anymore.
up?
No, it was just a joke. I was just winding you up.
I do not find this joke funny.
Yeah, it's
Back.
yeah, thanks. Pocket the earring. The grumble walking away. Dumb bird.
I do not understand your sense of humor.
No, apparently very few do.
Where's everybody else?
Just
We're still inside the house.
Oh no, we were exploring.
We fought some shady ghost-looking things, but they were fairly easy to take down.
Ghost.
Yeah, like these ghost-like shade things. Not entirely sure where they came from, but the house is empty as a whole.
I thought you were a shade thing.
That's my name is Shade, but you know, ghost. Forget Shade. There were ghosts in there.
Superstition.
Yeah. Either way, they should be on their way out, I imagine. Yeah, and I sort of just walk away and just sit on a rock, grumbling.
Okay. The rest
No
of
one
you.
understands me.
I just want to go out of the house, join Shade and Samuel.
Okay.
Yeah, once we've finished looking at the basement, we'll go up.
Okay. After chasing frogs, you go upstairs and you see.
Chasing frogs.
Yes.
I think I chased the frog a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you chased one of my frogs around.
I thought they were toad.
No,
No frogs.
Yeah. Who cares?
Giant frogs. So you come up and you see the two.
Start walking over, taking my time.
Hey guys.
Did you see the flashing light?
What do you mean?
When I was on the rooftop, I saw some flashing lights and I tried to communicate with Shade here, and well, nothing happened.
Those flashing lights were probably us, so don't worry.
Where were they? Flashing lights?
You say flashing lights. How is that not a worrisome thing?
Where were they from?
I don't know. They just appear.
I don't remember, but I think we did something like that.
You don't remember? It was about 10 minutes ago.
Wait, but where was the flashing lights coming from?
I don't know. They were just inside a building.
Is it
Which
a
building?
A point of the one we were in that one?
I think so. Yes, I was in on the building. I couldn't. It looks different from down here.
Yeah, it was us.
Sounds like it was us.
Oh, I thought you were going to wait here for.
I did not say that. Who did you say that to?
I was just under that impression.
Oh. Communication.
How about we go back to the army camp? Maybe they're up to something interesting.
When I was on top of the building, I saw they were almost all the way around the city. We should probably meet them on the other side.
I agree.
Where is that, by the way, Ash?
That fun?
Is he with us? It's Meg's character.
Yes, he's with you.
Okay.
No, he's dead.
I start walking on over to like whichever part of the town I need to go to
Okay.
meet up with them.
To the army?
Yeah.
Yeah. During the time you've been inside of this house, the front of the army has moved around most of the town. So you go by a bit different road this time.
Sorry, I'm just testing things from my sheet.
But you see nothing really out of the ordinary from what else you have seen in the town. It's another ruined city.
Shade, you said you saw some shadows.
Yeah, some weird ghost-like creatures. I dare say they've been there for a very long time.
How do we know that these buildings don't have the same thing?
We don't really until we go in and investigate. Would you want to come with this time?
Start flying.
Take that as a no.
Towards the houses are.
Just above you.
Can you do like a barrel roll in the air?
Are you actually asking me that, or
Max is asking that.
I can do many aerial maneuvers, but I do not see the point.
Come on, give it a spin.
Come on!
Do a spin.
Hey, look at that. Wasn't that fun?
I've been doing flying all of my life. This is just normal to me.
So when you see us walking regularly, do you find it strange?
I do not know why you landwalkers put stones everywhere. They're awful to...
Why do your kind shit on everyone?
I think you're confusing my kind with the less evolved species.
But do you still like shit in the air while you're flying?
Yeah, like how do you actually do this? Your business?
Discreetly, like you.
And but we have like stalls and where you do your business and it's carried away into some other place where we set up
Your
high
kind
costs.
still throw their feces and steal fruit.
No. I mean, sure, some do, but as a whole, we try to move away from them.
Likewise.
I see. I never thought I wanted to actually see a bird go to the bathroom.
You have a strange mind.
What, you wouldn't want to see a human fly like you do, waving his arms away?
I've seen humans fly before, they're very ineffective.
Ash,
Okay.
is there like another tree line, like looking over the sea, the ruined sea?
It's a good while away, but you can, when you get to the edge of the city, you can like skim some trees out in the distance.
Okay, can I do that without like losing sight of the arm?
Well, looking at the road on the map, we're probably going through a forest anyway.
Oh, I see. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna wait till I get to the edge of that forest.
Okay. So you catch up with the army and you start following it. You get to the forest.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, I'd like to leave someone to guard. Maybe someone that can keep an eye on this place. If you'd like to follow me, feel free. If you'd like to stay here, feel free. Then I'm gonna take like a detour into the fairly deep into the forest, like a couple 100 foot.
When I see he's going away from the main force, I decide to follow him because it's better than being stuck with a lot of people.
I'm gonna follow as well. I'm like, what you up to? Hello.
Let's see. I want to find somewhere that's a little bit secluded, a little bit hidden.
Okay.
You go for a shit.
Make a
That would be awkward.
Can I guidance whatever this is?
yeah, make a survival check.
Survival. I'm quite good at this. 14 plus 16. Just somewhere a bit hidden, out of sight.
Yeah, you walk not too long and find a clearing.
Right. So, I'm gonna find. Which one do I do? I'm gonna find a tree, like a fairly oldish looking tree,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Awaken.
Whoa.
Let me just pull that up. This is through my staff, so I don't need the components. I believe.
Look, Mary, the trees are moving.
I don't link that.
See.
Given that I would have been following from the
Oh
air,
wait,
I'm
this is.
assuming.
Oh shit! This is gonna cut. Hang on. I didn't realize it. The cast time's 8 hours.
Well, now you started.
Do you need any help, Arlo?
Do we know how long the army's been marching?
It's coming up to evening time now, so you would gather that you would be able to catch up with the tail end of the camp.
Okay. So if I cast it,
Then you would be able to catch up with them in the morning.
I'm gonna have to spend the night here.
He'd probably have a
Wait, what?
level of exhaustion there if he was moving immediately after that.
Yes.
Stay without rest.
Yeah, I think it's worth doing. I'm gonna have to stay here for the night. If you want to stay, that's fine.
Does the staff really take away the gold cost?
I think so because it doesn't. I don't know. Because you use the charges on the staff.
Do you want to just link the spell?
I was trying to. It wouldn't let me. Did I do it?
Oh, I'll do it.
I mean, it's
Trying to spell a 1,000 gold worth of spell into your staff.
no, but I think. Hang on. Casting spells, weapons, material. I might need the material cost. No, they do not require components at all, including semantic or verbal for that
Alright.
matter. So casting arcane, blah blah blah. So no, it's in DMG page 141 apparently.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I'm gonna cast Awaken on a tree.
Okay.
The Awakened Beast. Well, it's gonna take me 8 hours.
Hmm.
The awakened beast or plant is charmed by you for the next 30 days until you or your companions do anything to harmful to it. When the charmed condition ends, the awakened tree chooses whether to remain friendly to you or not based on how you treated it while it was charmed.
Okay.
So if you guys want to do something in the next 8 hours, feel free while I think about what the hell I'm going to say to this tree.
Well, I'll just do the old foraging for plants and making something out of them.
Max would probably just get bored and go back to the camp, see if he can bug Urizet a little bit.
Well, Urizet is with you guys.
Oh shit! Yo, Urizet!
Can I bug you?
I want to poke him and say like, "Hey, what's your plan, man?
I mean,
You're the boss."
nothing interesting is gonna happen until the army we reach wherever the army is going.
I don't think that's how he talks.
Hey, just letting you know if there's ever anything interesting
Don't do it.
for me to do, then make sure to tell me, okay?
I will.
Cool.
At this point, just before I start casting, I'm going to say, Well, would we know if Tyrell was with the army, just not with us? Because we know of Tyrell, right?
Yeah.
Do we know if he's with the army or not?
You. He just said that some of the other wizards needed him for their research purposes. That was after we joined the army, so like shortly after we left the city. Guessing him.
So we don't know if he's
Yeah.
don't know if he's marching with us or not.
That's you're assuming that he is.
I'm gonna say because I know he gets bored. Who are Max? I say Max. Maybe you could go find Tyrell.
Max is
yeah,
already
yeah,
left at this point. Oh, never mind.
Sure. I was wondering what he's doing all this time. So yeah, sure.
Perhaps see Matteo. He might have a inkling. For now, I need to concentrate. Then I'll go and start doing my 8 hours of casting.
Yeah, you do you. See ya, mate.
Ash, I require the ear of Matteo.
Okay.
Do we jump into the channel?
Sure.
Hey.
Yes.
Yes. So I would basically just tell Matteo about what we saw in the old house.
Okay.
And then I would also ask him, like, do you know what this place is? We didn't manage to find anything of value. Do you have any information on what this used to be?
Not other than it's of course a town. We have found many like it. Most towns we reach, this is how we find them.
They were like this before you came, like
Yes.
before everyone came to Mythodea.
Yes. Apparently, 1,000 generations of time does this to a city.
We found some very weird shade-like creatures in the basement. Have you encountered those before?
A few times. They seem to be very thin remnants of whoever lived here. They're not too fond of sunlight, so usually when we settle a new city, we try to do that at the start of the day, so that we don't have them jumping out on us before people have set up a perimeter inside the city.
I see. Well, we only entered one house and took out some of them.
Normally,
maybe there are more.
Normally they are. I wouldn't say shy because it doesn't seem like there's a mind to it, but they don't seem prone to attack unless provoked, which usually means stepping into whoever that creature's former life had as its territory or house.
Well, if your army gets a bit curious, I'd suggest that you keep out of it. They were no match for our group really, but who knows what kind of people you get curious.
Yes.
So yeah, just a quick warning.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. See you around. Night.
Doesn't sound like me.
Mods are back, hide the drug.
Yeah, okay. Max, you would know roughly where the spellcasters of the camp are, as they have kind of their own segments, so they can easily reach each other.
So
Okay.
when I'm done with my... Sorry, go on.
So you go there and ask around a little bit, and you get pointed towards some of the wizards that are currently formulating a plan of whatever ritual is needed to activate the seal.
Wait, who's following me? Is it Samuel? Shade?
I'm just staying with.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
So I am alone.
I believe so.
Where's Shade?
Shade,
I don't know.
Came with us.
Shade went.
I walked away a bit.
Yeah.
I just wanna basically do my best to look for Tyrol then. Because I know him, right?
Yes.
when I'm done with my foraging, I'll do my best to make something of it and then place a cup of whatever I make in front of Arlo and then go and make myself or something a bed for the night.
You're just foraging for what?
Just general food, supplies, medicine, that sort of thing. From the...
Okay. You find a decent amount of like edible berries, shrooms.
Yeah. Just place a little bit of map of that in front of Arlo and then pocket the rest and make a nest in...
Hope it's in the tree that I'm going to sell. Like,
Shall we roll for it? If we roll the same, then it's true. 1d8.
okay. D8, okay. Oh,
Good.
that's really hoping for that. We should have rolled a 1d1.
I don't think that's what rolling is, to be honest.
Sorry, I'm just testing how this looks. That's big. So, okay, cool.
Right, so Max, you find Tyrell. Oh, Tile.
What is he doing?
You find him just since the army have only just stopped. They are currently setting up a few tents. See Tyrell talking with a few other of the wizards as they are prepping for their studies.
I wanna just sort of wait while he's done talking and just go up to him and say, "Hey, what's up, Tyrol?"
Hello, Max.
Fuck's sake.
No.
Hey, I was sent here to say something to you, but I forgot what it was. So, you know, how you been doing?
I've been great.
No way.
What do you look like?
I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have lots of conversations with Addy until he gives up that vote.
No, I've been good, Max. Just doing wizard things, helping these lesser wizards.
It's just Kai.
It's fine.
Okay.
Give him
Uh,
a chance.
Basically, Tal, what you have been doing so far is you and a group of other wizards have been working on whatever the ritual would require to activate the seal, and from the previous experience with the seal of Ignis, you have come to a conclusion that in this instance there would be need of a lot of force-based magic.
I can do force.
Yeah, so probably force, thunder, and lightning.
Okay, so that's sorry, I blanked out. We need to use force, thunder, or
Lightning.
whatever to unfuck the seal.
Hey, Tyrol, do you need any help with the magic?
No, I think we're good here, unless you have vast studies of these things.
No, I'm just looking for things to do, you know. I'm
Well,
bored.
Well, how about you go over there, yeah, and you stand there and you count the clouds for me.
What? Oh shit. I mean, you're almost as boring as the other guys. They just went into the forest to, I don't know.
No, it's for magic, you see.
Oh. Hmm. Can I do like an insight check?
Sure.
14.
I don't know. Are you lying? make a deception roll.
I don't know actually. So
Well, I'm,
No.
I'm meant to make a deception roll.
Yeah.
maybe we shouldn't do that. Just like I can just believe whatever I want to believe, like as a player.
Yeah.
So okay. Sure. I go count the clouds.
No, don't be so easily played as a fool, Max.
Oh shit! I thought that
I got-
was actually some magic thing.
Why would anyone need to count for clouds, let alone a wizard?
I don't know, to attune like to air magic or something. I don't know.
I just want to like shake my head like, well, if you want to be useful, how about you go and feed Lord Thumpington?
Do I know what it is?
That that's his rabbit.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll do that.
Right?
I don't have anything to feed him with though.
No, just keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't eat any people, and you'll be fine.
Okay, I want to go check Mr. What was his name?
Lord Thumpington.
Lord Tompkington.
Did I hear that right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go check out Lord Tompkington.
It's my flying rabbit.
Oh shit! Then you need like wings and eye.
Oh, it's squirrel.
You call it a squirrel at your own peril, yeah? Nah, I wanna. Is there more stuff to do with wizards?
Not in particular.
By the way, I think we should like, I think it's evening, right, Ash?
Yes.
I think we
Getting
should
close
go.
to dusk.
I think we should go catch some sleep before tomorrow. It might be a big day. It might not be a big day. I don't know.
It's not gonna be a big day.
Fuck.
It's just a day. Right.
Okay.
Let's you do that and I'll finish up here and meet you later.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's spending the night in the camp and who's spending the night in the forest?
I'm
I'm in the
spending the
forest.
night after feeding Addy's rabbit. I'm gonna go and spend the night in the camp.
Okay. Okay.
Finish my spell and then.
Okay. And Uaset is staying in the forest as well. So you all go to sleep except for Arlo.
Yeah, I'll spend the next 8 hours. On the creating the tree.
Just reading the spell again.
Essentially, it's a charmed, awakened tree, which is a unaligned. I'll send you them. It knows one language known by its creator, which is me. I am this creator.
Mm-hmm.
To which it will know. It'll just know like common.
Okay.
When he wakes up. Give him a minute. Hello,
What?
Nice.
Why have you awakened me?
I have a task for you. I need you to be my eyes when I'm not here. I'll return here. I'd like you to tell me what passes through the city or what awakens at night. I'll return.
The city to the east or to the west?
City to the checks the map. East. City to the east.
Very well.
Would you like a name? Or do you have a name?
I don't know what a name is.
Something we just call each other. I'm Arlo. When I see me, you would say, "Hello, Arlo." When I see you, I would say, "Hello, Nathaniel."
What?
If that was your name.
Hello, Arlo.
Hello, Nathaniel. For now, you start looking, start remembering. I'll return to you.
You are the biggest turtle I have sensed.
Hey, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
You are the biggest tree I've ever seen. That's not true, but you're a good tree. I'm gonna pick up the cup that's been left for me, the tea, and just drink it. It's cold, but that's fine.
How much of this have I seen? Am I awake yet?
You would awake by the noises coming from the tree.
Just stay quiet and watch.
If you'd like to go in the morning, Nathaniel, that's okay. I'm gonna spend the night here.
Well, it's starting to be morning very soon.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna try and get as much sleep as I can before I assume Samuel will wake me.
Why do you carry around a branch?
Of this? Oh. This is, well. This is what. This is the gift from my island. The one who looks after it. And I need to get back there. Would you like to see my biggest tree?
Yes.
I'll tap it on the floor and make the big tree.
I have never seen an acorn grow so fast.
Well,
Usually that will take many winters.
well, this one follows me. gonna give him a. Hang on. I'm gonna put my hand on his bark and sort of druidcraft his whatever's blossoming on him to be a bit more vibrant.
Okay.
Can I do anything else?
You see one of the branches highest up grasp for one of the larger leaves, and it goes down and puts it onto your shell.
So, thank you. I'll treasure it. For now, I'm afraid I have to rest for a little while. We'll meet again, Nathaniel.
Sleep well.
Just bow my head. I'll find my favourite spot under my favourite tree. Nap as best I can.
Okay. That's
This
about
conversation could take 2 days.
okay. For Samuel, for you, there would probably be 2 hours left of a full long rest.
Once I'm very sure that the big tree is gone, I'd like to go and inspect where,
Inspect what?
just the ground where it used to be.
No, it's still there. It's just standing. Well,
I thought it had gone to the city.
I don't know if he started walking yet, but he's
You
got
mean the
30
camp?
days to do it.
Oh, in that case, I'd just remain in the tree and keep a very wary eye.
okay. The rest of you that are in the camp, you awake by the trumpets.
Would we hear these in the forest?
Probably, yeah.
Are the trumpets are they like bad? As in
No, it
something
is
happening?
it is a signal to awake.
Oh, okay, then it's normal. Okay.
Time to march, you cunts.
Does
I
it
wake
wake
up
me
and
as
have some
well?
rations.
Make a perception check.
Well, I'd be asleep, so it would be my passive perception.
I have some rations, by the way.
Okay. What is your passive perception?
It's like 17.
Wait, what?
Then you would wake, yeah.
Yeah, it's 17.
I would fly down from the tree I'm currently in, like to the opposite side of the clearing from the tree that Arlo was talking to. Just sort of gesture at him. Come on, it's time for us to go.
Yeah. I'll eat one of my remaining good breeze, because they're about to go off. Offer one to you. I imagine you won't take it. Well, you probably take it and pretend to eat it.
Just look at it suspiciously and not do anything to.
Well, I eat mine.
Ruaset comes over. So did your little ritual work?
Well, I think so. He's, I assume Nathaniel's not around.
I'd like to just look at Arlo and say, I had a very strange dream last night, Arlo.
Oh? Dreams are...
You were talking to a tree, and the tree actually spoke back.
In the distance, you can hear it. Thump.
Doesn't sound like a dream. Sounds something that could be very real.
These days I'm having trouble discerning between what's real and what's...
I'm gonna turn to Ozeret. What's he called? Ozeret?
Ruaset.
Urazet. I'll get that wrong. And I'll say, truly wonderful. The mind of a child is.
Excuse me.
I really need some more sleep. Yes, I believe my ritual quite well. We have a friend in this forest now. I'm gonna keep an eye on that little city. See some of those shadows come out and play at night. He'll let us know.
That's good. If we ever come back to this town.
I'm gonna just go near one of the trees, like near one by, and I'm gonna mark it with Druidcraft. Take note of it.
Okay.
So let's head back to the army.
Okay. For all purposes, you have 1 point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I must say, Arlo, every time we end up in a forest together, strange things happen. I don't know whether I prefer the forest or the camps at the moment.
You're safe in the forest. Safe in the forest when I'm in the forest.
I'd say the camps are safe as well.
I trust the trees over the minds of men. Let's go. We need I'm hoping I can maybe catch up on my sleep. In a cart. Hopefully there'll be one there. So I don't get the benefits for a long rest at the moment, do I?
No.
Guess I have 1 point of exhaustion. Okay, cool, that's fine. Start heading back.
Right. So, the rest of you wake up in your respective areas of the camp.
Yeah,
What,
I would.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I would have just probably just slept somewhere where there was room, not really bothered exactly where.
At Tyrell and Max, at your place, you see as some of the other wizards are slowly start to pack down the tents, and while they're doing this, you see like 8 mage hands just preparing tea and breakfast.
Sweet.
I
I'm gonna go have breakfast.
Yeah, me too.
Hey Tyrell, after breakfast, I'm gonna go check up on Matteo. Maybe he has something interesting for us. I don't know. Do you want to come with me?
Yeah, that's also a great idea. Can you return Lord Fumpington first, huh?
Wait, how did it go actually? When I went to feed the rabbit, is it like a small rabbit?
Make an animal handling check.
Okay,
The size of a fucking elephant or something.
6.
It didn't eat.
I forget to mention Tyrell, but I didn't actually manage to feed your rabbit.
What? Oh, come here, Lord Fumpington. How can you not feed it?
I ate the food myself, so
Okay.
You ate the grass? What kind of savage are you?
don't know. I thought if the rabbit likes it, then it must be kind of good, but it wasn't. So yeah, I kind of regret it.
your stomach is not gonna be happy with you.
Yeah, I can feel it now.
Alright, I'm just gonna have my breakfast and feed Lord Pumpington, and then we can meet up with Matteo. Where are the others?
I would definitely have got my staff back.
Oh, the others are
Yeah.
in the forest doing some boring stuff. Arlo's doing some rituals.
I find them, by the way, the other ones. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what up? I ate
Hello.
some grass.
Hey, Taro.
Yeah, this Web ate grass. I told him to feed my rabbit, and he ate the grass instead.
That's
Doesn't
my
surprise me.
mistake.
He seems to be excited about most things.
Oh yeah.
I suppose
Yeah.
It's lovely, this place.
found the grass intriguing.
Do you normally eat things that intrigue you, Max?
No, but I mean, you were about to feed the grass to the rabbit, so I thought it would be good, but it's not. Like, what the fuck?
Are you a rabbit by chance?
No, last time I checked, no. Hey, Shade. Oh shit, Shade. Shade.
Shite.
Yes, I like you.
We're going to go check up on Matteo after this and see if he has any good news. Do you want to come with us?
Yeah, sure. I'll tag along. Give old Matty a visit.
If I don't get the shit stuff, might have to go at some point.
Okay.
Do we know where the other ones went?
Yeah. They're in a forest nearby, in a clearing, doing some rituals, and generally just camping out.
I'm gonna assume the turtle had some tree business. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Felt lonely, wanted to give the bird some company.
Yep.
Yes, Samuel. Fuck him up.
You know, it would be helpful if we didn't have a party where, like, 2 out of them are animals I've seen in cages. You know. Or
What?
New World.
Oof. I can ignore it.
I gave a approving nod, like, yeah.
Wait, who did you approve to?
Wait, aren't Paddy's character with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys. Yeah.
I
So you
approve of racism,
Okay.
or whatever we want to call it. Like this inferior animals who should be in cages.
It's
Yeah.
racist. It's just kind. It's just kind.
No, my character literally killed rabbits for a living. Okay. Basically.
Alright, let's head to Matteo. I guess I start working towards where I know he resigns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Follow.
Okay.
What did you want to ask Matteo, by the way? Or are you? I'm talking to Max, by the way. Are you feeling restless again?
You'll see. I have some questions for him.
All right.
Maybe one.
Cool. Anything you would like to share with the group before we enter?
I just wanted to ask him, if we're at our destination yet.
Are we there yet?
I mean, he did say it would take like an 8-day march or something like that.
What?
I mean,
What do you mean 8 days?
he told us this yesterday. I thought
Fuck.
you were there.
How many days have passed since yesterday?
A day. That's why it's called yesterday.
And you tell me not to be kind for this, Hammer. Like, come on.
It is 8 more days.
No, it's
I mean,
7
now
more
it's
days.
7 more days.
Fuck, I don't want to even go meet him now. Like, what?
I don't know. Do you
I mean,
need a map?
We're almost there. We might as well go and say hi, right? I mean, you can.
Fuck him.
You can.
Okay, let's go.
You can have the revelation with him too. I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was Max's intelligence again? Don't tell me higher than 10. No.
Nothing.
It's not actually low, but he's not used to this kind of world.
It's a complicated character.
Where days move in what, like a forward fashion, or
Well,
I mean, mankind has been counting, like, using calendar for thousands and thousands of years,
Max comes from a world where the calendar was a Chinese conspiracy that just took off. No one believes it anymore. All right, let's go say hi to old Maddie.
Okay. As you're leaving the wizard camp, you Shade, you see a human coming running into the camp, and you recognize this this person as being Samson.
Samson.
Yes.
Do I? Does he make eye contact with me?
No. Doesn't seem to recognize you.
I just take note of that he's there.
No.
Noted.
This is plot point.
fuck.
He
Yes.
Yeah, you notice that he hands over a blue potion to one of the older wizards, and then takes some coin and runs off again.
Do I know who the wizard is? Is this a random dude or?
The wizard you don't know.
What's his name?
Well, Tyrell would know it as being Nigel.
Who's a Nigel?
Nigel.
Do I
One
know-
G, right? Not 2 G. You're very controversial.
does Max recognize him as
I
well,
guess.
or no?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Would I know the contents of this blue potion, like what he's handing over?
Yes, you would.
Do I know it is of some sort of illegal nature?
You wouldn't. There is legal kinds of the potion, but how it was procured has most likely been illegal.
Cool. Alright, then I know. I make a note of it.
I just realised who your character is. You're Randall from Recess.
Wait, the snitch.
Yeah, the snitch.
Like the most Jewish character on the show, basically.
Miss Finster!
Are you cutting up potatoes, Paddy?
Cucumbers, actually, but yeah. Oh, sorry, I'll turn my mic off.
Are we getting to the camp anytime soon?
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would be arriving at the camp.
Gonna try and find someone with a cart.
There's plenty of cards, lots of them.
Nice.
Is there like a relatively empty one?
The Kai intensifies.
I was like, what happened to the Kai cart in the end?
It was abandoned and it burnt and rusted and it's no longer there.
Well, it's part of a world lore now, right? So.
So is there a relatively empty one?
Make a perception check.
You have disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Get to it.
Find 12 card.
Except for it's a lower number.
Yeah.
uh,
I would have probably guidance myself. But I didn't say it.
no, you
I'll
didn't say.
learn. I'll learn. I'll learn.
You do find a relatively empty cart. Probably been one of the first food wagons to be taken from.
Is there a guy like manning it?
Yeah, you see a guy is currently putting a horse in front of it.
I'd be like, excuse me, sir. Would you mind? I didn't sleep well last night. Well, pretty old. Do you mind if I rest in the back for a little while? Pretty old.
I mean, if you're that old, then you probably shouldn't be going with the army.
My job is not on the front lines. Mine's to heal who are at the front line.
I guess you old people have your purposes. Just hop on.
Thank you.
Try not to scare the horse.
Oh, I'm good with animals.
I get that
So-
feeling.
Trod on the thing, and I'll actually retreat into my shell and have a nap. That's the next 8 hours of my life.
What did you do in this campaign, Hammer? I talked to a tree and I slept.
I animated a tree.
Anime?
Kairubashito!
Tree-san!
Nani?
So, what constitutes an anime tree? Has to be pink and a cherry.
Yeah, it's a cherry bomb.
Tentacles on the tree. It's basically Ilkana.
Isn't every tree a tentacle tree though? Because it's branches.
Nathaniel, I think your name is.
There's a part of me that wants to fight like a Black Ice Kai construct that's been like resurrected as a boss.
No, well, that's in the past now. I'm sure there'll be a statue. That's fucking, yeah, you fucking dream, bitch.
It's me and... What's his name?
Who was it?
Meg's character. Or is that... I'll just turn to him and say we should probably find the others. We're gonna get going.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe they're at the wizard camp.
We should head to where we last saw them. I mean, it didn't work last time for me, but it might this.
Sure. Yeah. The rest of you arrive at Matteo's tent.
I'm kind of grumpy.
He is currently sitting around a campfire with a few of his normal runners, just drinking coffee.
And the music turns evil.
It actually didn't know what it is.
Okay, I go up to him and say, "Hey, Matteo."
Takes a sip of his coffee. Yes.
Are we there yet?
He looks over his shoulders. I don't see a seal.
Ah, shit. We're by a forest, right, Ash?
Yes.
Okay, so Matteo, what's this forest?
As we are
Is it
currently,
like a dangerous one?
as we are currently in uncharted territory, my best guess from previous experiences that it is a relatively harmless forest with maybe some goblin packs in it.
Fuck.
And the goblin infestation in these forests vary significantly.
Hey Max, you want to go hunt goblins?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, cool. Alright, you go. I'll catch up.
Fuck. Max is going.
Okay, you see,
Let how Max died. There was
you see,
Let's split the party.
you see Maxon like almost skipping off out into the forest. And you see,
Can I like? Oh, yeah, go.
and you just see Matteo glancing over at Shade, like giving like a really look.
Honest to God, I did not think he would go. I thought he would sense the sarcasm
Stop,
in my
Max.
voice.
You're not going alone out there in the woods.
Wait, what?
You're not gonna fight them alone.
Double kill.
Wait, wait. Shade was going with me. What do you mean?
He wasn't gonna go with you. Nobody was gonna go with you. He's just playing you for a fool.
Oh, motherfucker. I go
No.
up to Shade and just smack him on the shoulder. Like a friendly.
Well, like, haha, you got me!
yeah, exactly.
Fucking retarded is together.
What is this?
Oh, you weren't here. Fucking Ezreal quotes.
At around about this time, you hear suddenly 3 short blasts from the trumpets from the very end of the army, and you see instantly that Matteo and the 3 runners get up, and one of the runners just takes off in that direction, and you hear trumpets blowing, going the same tune up to the column.
What does it mean?
You would know that this means that an enemy has been spotted.
Oh yeah, action finally! And I wanna run with the crowd, pretty much.
Shay, what do you say?
I mean,
Then I have to look after him, right?
we better assess the situation before we get involved.
It was that we should probably help them.
We're there now then.
I mean, Turtle's sleeping, right? So.
Oh yeah. Well, you went to where they were before, which is not at Matteo. So no, you wouldn't be there, but you would hear the trumpets.
And we reconvene very quick.
And
Mateo, do you know what this is about? I ask him.
I have no idea.
No scout reports, no nothing.
No, and that is hurrying. And you all hear like people are grabbing their weapons and running where the original sound came from.
When I run like 100 meters away, I want to just turn back and just shout like, "Hey guys, you coming?"
And you shout 100 meters.
I don't know.
It's very impressive.
Meters.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like if I can't, I'm just trying to shout as hard as I can and waving my hands around.
And you see from the far side of this camp area, you see Paolo coming with on a horse with another horse and he hands the reins to Matteo. We better check this out.
Can I try to hop on back behind Matteo?
Let's go! Teamwork!
Okay,
Court martial in threes instead.
Matteo and Paolo starts riding out with their escort, and you can do an acrobatics check to try and jump onto the horse in.
I'm not trying like to throw Mateo away. Just
No,
trying to
but
like, yeah.
getting on the horse in motion.
Okay, I'll do it. 16.
You managed to jump up, almost landed before you fall off the horse again, but managed to roll off the ground in a way as not being trampled by the horses coming just after.
Okay, I just get back up and just keep running with him.
Okay.
I'm like, oh,
By the time this was happening, I would have started running towards Max, seeing him trying to mount the horse. I've also during this time turned into a halfling.
I want to say to Shade that was just a warning jump.
Yeah, you showed them. Let's go. I start running towards or after the horses.
Okay.
Start flying in that direction.
Yeah. USL is also running.
Is Tyrell, are you following me as I'm running towards Max?
Tyrell's doing the dishes.
I assume he is.
Hello?
Yeah. Hey,
Hello.
can you hear us?
No, I cut out there before.
Yeah.
Missed 10
Alright.
seconds.
I ran towards Max as he was trying to mount the horse, and I was asking you if you were following him, like if following me, basically.
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay, cool.
I feel like I have to keep Mac safe from himself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. When you finally make it down the column, you see as a few hundred soldiers have lined up and are standing waiting for something to happen. Because apparently when you arrive, there's no black eyes to see.
Aside from Tyrone.
It's the only black guy we see.
My character isn't actually black, but
But you had the blackest name in the history of black names.
It's my joke.
it wasn't even good. I never even once thought about that on making it, but hey.
Okay.
He's named after a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Right about this time, you see about 30 archers moving out towards what is now a lonely tree.
What?
Currently just standing outside of the rest of the forest.
Did we run back east or did we run west?
You ran back east.
Ah.
Okay, hold on. So the tree is a thing that they are actually
Yes.
afraid of, and okay.
And currently you see Matteo and Paolo sitting on their horses arguing with an officer.
I see. Can I run up to Matteo?
Wait, did I give him the wrong directions?
No, it's just that you decided to go towards the city, which the back of the army can still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get up there and you basically hear the end of the conversation like, but sir, that I just thought that this tree might be a threat.
Excuse me. If I could please have you guys' attention. I think I may know what's going on here.
Matteo looks over. Please elaborate.
You guys may have noticed a turtle, very old, speaks very slowly, annoys everyone.
Yes.
Walking around, yes. He tends to do this kind of stuff. He awakens trees, talks to them, I mean, we can find the turtle. I'm sure he's somewhere in his shell. I don't think this is the threat. As much as I know him, so.
Do you know with which purpose this tree have come to life?
I cannot answer that. I just know that it is very highly. It's very highly possible that it is his work. If you would allow me to go up to the tree and perhaps ask it some questions, I could resolve this.
Good job I made it speak common, eh? Not Aquan.
Be my guest.
I'll go up and assist you in speaking tree.
Okay. I start walking towards the tree.
I assume if I ran towards the tree, like the source, where all the army was running to.
Yeah, you did as well.
Okay. So, do I know that that's Arlo's tree? I assume yes.
You left.
It would only be Samuel, Urset, and Arlo that knew that this was the tree.
Yeah, but maybe I've seen him do that before.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming as well. Like we've seen him do this. Kind of shit. That's why we
that's
sort
a
of
good.
know that it's it.
I assume if Shade
It's
did
sort of
know.
telltale sign.
I don't know. Have you done this before with the party, Arlo?
I think I've definitely talked to trees before.
Yeah, I guess
and
that's
I've
where.
And I've talked about talking to trees. I feel like the only people that have seen me is people that's willing to follow me into the forest for a long time, which is probably just Samuel.
I'm just making the assumption because I know of his druidic abilities.
Yeah, there's logic there. I understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming I'd have got there first if it was to the east.
That's a good point.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Samuel, what are you doing?
Just looking on, bewildered just why there's a tree in the middle of the road. Until obviously I start having that conversation. But that's not happened yet. XD.
Okay.
As soon as I get the chance, I want to go up to the tree.
Okay. Well, as Samuel and Urset, you arrive at the scene. As it goes, maybe we should try and resolve the situation and start walking towards the tree as well.
Just approach behind him.
Okay. So you all walk up towards the tree, which is it has stopped because suddenly a lot of creatures just started to amass in front of it. What is going on, young creatures?
I look very shocked. Naturally.
You've seen it before? Or do you think it's a dream?
It's a very strange dream. I thought I was dreaming. I didn't believe that tortoise man could talk.
I'm guessing we haven't arrived there yet, Ash.
No. Basically, as you start moving, as you have talked with Matteo, those two have arrived, and as you turn around to start moving, you see them at the tree.
I just face palm like, oh no. As I see the birdman talking to, arriving there first.
Is there anyone being hostile to the tree?
A lot of people are on edge because it's a huge moving tree, and you see 30 archers lined up.
I
asked Matteo, please tell your men to stand down.
I just go around and ask people that seem to be on edge that is our friend.
How are you walking? How did you get in the middle of the road?
Arlo awoke me.
You were asleep?
I mean, this state is... I wasn't able to see and move as much as before.
This is very disconcerting.
It does seem like it's harder to sense the movement in the ground in this state.
Did Arlo say why he did that?
No. He just wanted me to watch over the city.
Were you not doing that before?
I mean, I could feel the foundations of the buildings in the ground, but I couldn't see the city from my place in the forest.
Sometimes having a place in the forest where you can't see the city is for the best.
If there's so many people here outside of the forest, then I would tend to agree.
Why do you want to go to the city?
I don't know. Harlow just asked me to. He seemed nice.
Okay. You're not any danger to us, are you?
As long as you don't hurt the forest.
With that, I'll just walk away.
Okay. Okay. So you and Urset start. Urset starts walking towards Matteo and Paolo. So you meet up with those two. The rest of you.
Hey.
Heyo.
Hello, you.
So apparently this tree that Arlo woke up has caused some disturbance with the army, as it's a giant moving tree. Who would have thought?
I think he wanted to keep an eye on the city, but I don't know. And he thought that making a tree live was a good idea for that purpose.
I mean, the idea is fine, but of course the army would react in this way. But I think it's completely harmless.
I should hope so.
Where is Arlo anyway?
How does it move?
Last I saw him, he was sleeping on the back of a wagon.
I mean the tree.
Just look, that's his name, Tyrell. I wasn't talking about the tree.
So, I'm asking Ash, like, out of character, like, how is the tree actually moving?
It has basically,
Flashlights.
yeah, is the bottom part of the trunk has basically split into two legs.
Oh, so it's like a bipedal.
Like kind of like that.
Yeah.
D&D job.
Kind of like that.
I'm in the kitchen getting some garlic to eat with.
It actually can
Getting some garlic to eat.
when it's motionless, it's indistinguishable from a normal tree.
Hey, you tell that to the fucking ants.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll meet you again. I'm asleep.
Yeah, we should go and tell this, like, inform Dollar so the army doesn't kill this tree that Arlo has awakened.
Or any other tree, apparently.
Yes, the tree said that it would not be any threat to us if we were not a threat to the forest.
How
Wanna go
literal
around?
does the tree seem? how literal did the tree seem? I don't know your name, Val.
Samuel.
Samuel. Did the tree seem serious? Like it would hurt us if we chopped down a tree, or hurt bushes?
Can't say I've ever spoken to a tree before. I should hope it was being serious though.
Kevin. Fair enough.
Does your kind build houses in trees?
Not houses, it adapts the trees so that they can be lived in.
So you carve them out from the inside?
No. That would be barbaric.
Okay, just asking.
I was just gonna say, oh yeah, you're a bird, but I'm an idiot.
Do you follow Urset back to Matteo? Okay. So, yes, this Matteo, this tree here is Arlo conjured it up during the night. It's apparently meant to be a scout over the city. Should be completely harmless.
Just don't go chopping down any trees if you need some firewood.
Out of context, you didn't even mention that you'd formed shadows in the city, did you? To Matteo.
What?
Oh shit, we forgot.
Tell him that you fought shadows in the...
No.
He turns around. Yeah, Shade told me.
Oh, did he?
Okay, and he basically turns around and tells the officer to call back his men and blow off the alarm. And you have this poor officer running over to one of the banners, and shortly thereafter you hear the trumpets blowing again. This time 4 long trumpet blows, and you see the army starting to
White Walker.
you see the army start to scatter again into their respective camps. Well then, if there's no danger here, then I'll go back to having my morning coffee before we have to walk another day.
Aww.
So Max, about those gnolls, what do you think?
Oh, you mean the goblins?
Wasn't it gnolls?
I don't think so. Yeah, I'm all up for it. If you don't wanna fuck with me again.
We'll see when the turtle wakes up. What do you also do?
Yeah.
I feel like we need to have a talk with him about waking up these kind of things without letting everyone know.
Maybe we should go and wake him up without letting everyone know.
True.
See
I
how
think he had
likes
good
it.
intentions though.
Sure. But
Intentions and actions are different things.
You're right.
you can't figure out a fucking earpiece, but suddenly dropping, you know.
I've got high wisdom. I'm a monk. I've not got high intellect.
No, I'm telling your character this. Just walk away angrily from your
That's
character.
what his character says.
I'm kind of dumb, but I'm wise.
I'm street smart.
as Shade is kind of walking away angrily, I want to just say to Samuel, don't worry, man, you're gonna get it one day.
I'm not sure I want.
I go to try to find the turtle.
Okay.
I mean, I know
I
where
follow.
he is, so I'd just lead him. You lead you.
Okay, alright.
Okay. The rest of you?
Following.
Okay.
I roll.
Yeah, following the group.
Okay. You get to this cart where you just, from the back of it, you see this Arlo being in his shell.
I knock on the shell.
It's about etiquette.
I just look at him disapproving. It's very rude.
I don't know how you knock on. I mean,
It takes me a
Is it-
good 5 minutes to get out my shell. Not because I'm being stubborn. It just takes me 5 minutes.
no, take your time.
And you're in halfling mode at them.
All right, sorry, I would have turned back to human. Sorry, I was
Oh,
pressing.
you're in your normal form.
Yeah.
Ah, hello guys. How you doing?
Hey, sorry, didn't mean to walk all in on your house, I suppose.
You know that dream I said I had last night of you talking to a tree?
Yeah, I said it wasn't a dream.
Well, I think I've just seen the same tree on the road.
But you knew about this.
I saw him talking to a tree. I just assumed it was some sort of malady of the mind.
Well, I told you this morning. Didn't sound like a dream to me.
Okay, either way, your little tree buddy there scared the entire army. We had to stop, and archers were ready, and could have turned
Oh,
pretty
so
ugly.
Nathaniel causing a nuisance.
What? Who?
Nathaniel?
Who the? Don't tell me you named the tree.
No, that's his name. I didn't name.
But these things have names.
Yeah.
I see. I assumed they were just tree one until I don't know. Then just keep on adding. All right.
Well, currently you're human 366.
I'm not. Anyways. Sure. Okay. Yes. Nathaniel caused some trouble.
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel caused some trouble.
Oh. What was he doing?
He was scaring the army, and no. I mean, as surprising as it may sound, most people aren't aware of trees just suddenly walking around.
I nod my head vigorously.
That's strange.
Yeah.
You mean no one's ever seen a tree walk?
No, it's actually not that weird to not have seen that. It's
Sounds very
Oh.
strange to me. I think I've seen more trees walk than dwarves walk.
I see. Well,
But the dwarfs you have seen, have they not all walked?
I've seen some lay down. I've seen some sit down. And I think that covers it.
right. As riveting as this conversation is, could you perhaps tell your friend to not startle walking by armies in such a way?
He's just walking.
Yeah, we covered that. It's just that, as I mentioned, most people in this world are not used to trees walking.
Oh. Well, I do apologize.
I mean, it's fine to me.
People need to get out more.
Sure. How are you holding up? Are you? I hope I didn't wake you up from your slumber.
Well, you know, take some time to help a tree sprout its legs. So I stayed up quite late. Just having a little nap with in Billy's cart here.
Who?
Billy's a swell guy. He let me have a sleep in his cart with
Do you know his name? You immediately fell asleep.
Well, I didn't go to sleep straight away. Me and Billy talked.
I'm sure he's a swell guy.
You hear from the front of the cart. My name's not Billy.
Oh, sorry.
Nobody
sir.
cares.
I meant the horse. He's the one pulling it.
Touche.
Do you need me to go?
No, you have
Steer
your son.
Nathaniel in the
We've,
right direction?
I think we have told him, or did you tell him, Samuel, to?
I
He's
think he
gone
was
now.
going that way anyway.
Well,
Alright.
he's heading east. Look over the city. I thought it'd be good to have some eyes on it.
Why didn't you ask him to come with us?
He's a tree.
Do you mean he's too slow?
Yeah, they're just peaceful folk.
Also, as we covered in the previous conversation, most people are not used to having trees walking around us. They may just do more harm than good.
Well, that's strange.
I bet he could kick ass in combat though.
Yep, I'm sure he'd be very useful. You know, only weakness being fire, which is everywhere.
Wait, what do you mean?
He's not really a. He's more a. He'll tender to the land. He'll keep an eye on things. I wouldn't say he's a fighter.
He would just probably step on anything and that would be it.
Sounds pretty effective to me.
Well, is there anything you need me to do?
No, I just wanted to give you a bit of an update that things that involve you have happened. So
Things that involve you have probably happened too.
just
Shade.
yes, sure. Go sleep. Like, turn around and walk away annoyed.
Bye, Shade.
Hey Arlo, by the way, me and Shade, we're going to hunt some goblins later. You wanna come?
I was like, no, I'm not hunting any goblins.
Sounds quite fun. Sounds quite dangerous though. I need my sleep. Me, Billy, and whoever's on the cart as well with me. We need to get going.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be looking at them quite happily.
I want to follow Shade.
Okay. About this time, the army would slowly start to march onwards.
I'm just gonna catch Samuel. Is he still there? He's still there, Samuel.
Yeah.
He's still with me. I didn't think it was that bad an idea. I don't need to tell him everything. Do you?
You don't need to tell them everything. Sometimes it's best if they know things.
To be fair,
Not
I
involved.
didn't think Nathaniel was gonna come anywhere near us. I thought he'd head straight east. Was
You
he
could-
lost?
You claim to know the thoughts of true.
Yeah, I can talk to them.
I can talk to trees as well. They never talk back.
No. Did you talk to Nathaniel today?
We had a brief talk.
How was it?
Most unsettling.
Well, it's natural magic, you know.
Magic. I don't understand. walk away before you get another word.
Bye, Sam.
Fly off.
Is anyone left with me?
Billy.
Let's go, Billy. Go back into my shell.
So
Does that interrupt my long rest? Because I know you can do like mild activity, and I was only talking.
Yeah, it's fine.
so far, Arlo's a new guy.
It's the closest thing we have to a cleric.
How much of each other's backstories would we know?
I mean,
Well,
it's ultimately up.
depends.
I mean, it's ultimately up to you. Whatever you write into the
Player notes.
player notes.
Document, yeah.
That's
Have a look at something.
Which, by the way,
Carry
I've
on.
been updating today.
Oh, nice.
okay. So
So we
after
know nothing about Tyrell. Sorry.
apparently not.
From the hood, stupid.
You know that he is. You know that he is a wizard and that he has his familiar Lord Comington.
Okay.
Anything else they should know? Eddie?
Anything else we should know about your character that that we would have found out? Or
I like garlic.
Nice.
Ha!
He's
Not a
vicious,
vampire.
he's not a vampire then. Oh, basically know everything then.
Okay. You walk for about 2 hours and you see the walls of a larger ruined city.
Do we also see half of the word northern carved into a field?
No.
Okay.
By the way, would Max want to go and hunt gnolls?
No.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Brother General in the making?
It were goblins.
No, it was Knolls.
You're fucking null.
Hmm.
By this point, when we've been walking for some time, I bet Max would go up to like Matteo and ask him if we could stop so Max could pee.
Are we in that close of a relationship with Matteo? that
You're really not.
walk up to him, will you?
You're really not.
Yeah, I gathered that. I don't know if Max.
No.
I've seen my player note about Max.
We just like stroll up to him like he's our fucking roommate. Like, hey, what up, bro? We're having for dinner tonight. Like, the most casual relationship ever.
Yeah.
He just. And he doesn't answer you, he just gives a kick to his horse and rides up to the next column.
I'm just joking, man.
So, Max, tell me, you seem to be very eager on just adventuring and fighting. What exactly is what are your abilities that you bring to battle?
Well, I can shoot my magic arrow, and I can run around. I can explore things. I rarely know what I'm looking for, but I always find it. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
gathered that that was an Ezreal quote.
Yep.
This
Yeah, well-
this magic area you speak of, where'd you get it from? Where'd you learn it from?
I wanna pop out my my neon blue magic arrow and then make it turn pink. Like,
Do I see
I-
this?
Probably.
then make it blue again. Make it do some like light show.
Very disturbed.
You know, I learned it from my family.
That is impressive.
I know, right?
I hope it does good in battle, or it's just a fancy toy.
You'll see. You've already seen.
I've seen it. I'm just wondering if it's more than just a magic arrow.
I admit your chaos bolts are also pretty nice, or that's at least what I think they're called.
Yeah, I try. All from the grace of Aqua.
Cool.
Anyways, we'll see to those nulls and see if see what the rest of the party says. You know, maybe Rosette finds something interesting in the forest that finally gives them a clue to how to get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I'm not too thrilled about that, but okay, sure.
I mean, if we're gonna go hunt goblins, I think we should hurry before we leave the forest.
Why do you want to go and hunt a goblin?
I don't know.
Have they done something to you?
No, I just kind of want to see Max use his neon shooter.
You're willing to kill things?
I mean, usually goblins are looked at as pests.
Vermin. No,
I get the impression that they lived here before you did.
true.
So you want to just go and slaughter them for the sake of it?
I'm sure something lived there before the goblins as well. I'm not
How
sure.
did they look like?
Goblins?
Just a
Max asks that.
They are
small, green, as far as I know.
basically
Even where they're not
basically a small orc.
Not much of a challenge, are you saying?
Not worth butchering for no reason.
I mean, if they're not kept in check, then sometimes they gather into much larger groups and can be a threat to a smaller town.
Same could be said about humans.
Of course.
But I haven't seen like a populated town in some time here.
And have you seen any hordes of goblins?
Nope.
So I take it you're not going to hunt goblins.
Alright. If the party isn't up for it, let's not maybe bother the goblins.
Yeah, I think Samuel's onto something here. Maybe we don't need to
Butcher
kill
the
some
natives.
innocent. Yeah. Yeah.
We don't really know if they're native. Doesn't seem like they've been anything has lived here until very recently.
Just gesture at the
Any other ideas of what should we do to
Orc?
pass the time?
Maybe you could try and do a somersault like I.
Oh, sure. You want to see it?
Very much.
Okay, I'll try to do it.
Do it on the cobblestones.
One broken neck later.
Max is gonna take on the challenge, and he's gonna What kind of flip do you want me to do?
As many as you can.
Okay, I can do a front flip. It's a little bit harder than backflip. Okay, so watch this. And I want to do a front flip.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check.
I walk away by the province. I don't find to while they're distracted by this stuff.
14.
I clap my hands while saying I'm not that impressed.
Oh shit. Okay. What do you want to see next?
That's sufficient.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. One more. Watch this. I'm gonna do a front flip with a 180-degree turn. Okay.
This time you don't land it. You
Oh fuck. Okay.
you don't get hurt per se, but you yeah, it's not a standing finish.
Okay.
Just approach and say. Sometimes showing off is not the best thing to do.
Oh. I kinda whip out some magic and heal myself a little bit. I hurt my knee, so I heal it a little bit in front of Samuel.
Do you want me to blow on it?
No man, I'm good.
Okay. The army passes north of the city. And as you walk through the day, you see that the plains gets, well, you see that it starts to be just plains as long as the eyes can see.
So we're no longer on the road.
No.
Much happier.
Where do we say we were right now?
I think we're probably in the northern territory.
What gave you that idea?
Call it intuition.
No, but you said that we have we're not on the road anymore.
No. Well, look at the map.
Right, this huge show. You change it. So I'll get my character sheet over it. There.
Arlo, you would be waking up at this point.
So we're close to a city called Griffenwacht.
Yes. You don't know the name, but you have.
Yeah, but we are there. Like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Ash,
Mm-hmm.
when I rolled that acrobatics roll, it was a natural one.
I had my fingers crossed, but Ash wasn't crossed.
I didn't
I
realize.
didn't even notice. Yeah, it's weird with that.
Yeah, I have
automatic.
to.
It came up red.
Yeah,
Oh, is that what this means? Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Makes sense.
That's what I told him to do it on the cobblestones.
Why'd you bully Max?
Deserves it.
So you're a new character, but you're still a bully.
I'm just highly amused by people failing at things that they shouldn't be doing in the first place.
Maybe he shouldn't be doing things like this now. Or maybe he will.
Okay. Day passes and you're back to setting up camp. This time in the open fields.
Could you repeat that? What did you say?
The night pass or the day passes and you the army comes to hold again, doing the outside in the open fields.
But we see the city in the distance, right?
You see the city back to the east.
How, like, walking distance wise, how far away would it be?
Given how far we travelled last day, probably like 2 or 3 hours.
Well, you probably wouldn't be able to see it anymore now. It's about 20 kilometers back.
Okay. Yeah.
Ignore that, by the way. Didn't mean to do that.
I don't feel it's not right in here. There's plains, there's no trees to rest for the night in.
I'm going to have spent the afternoon making friends with Billy and whoever is commanding Billy.
Okay. You would have guessed that his name is Harold.
Harold. Okay. Just spend the day with him, just talking, nothing important.
Okay.
And then by the night, I'm going to go try and find. Bye. He's what? Sorry?
Made friends with a horse.
Yeah.
Max is
Checking
going
off the
to
horse,
spend the
right.
afternoon practicing his 180 front flip.
Okay.
Make him roll for each one, I'd say. How
No.
many?
He's not doing it on the cobblestone.
Well, there's no cobblestone anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I keep clicking things, sorry.
Look at my spells.
I'm not even me, I'm trying to select spells for the day.
That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try and find my party.
Okay, you find the body.
Sit down.
Doesn't feel this right being in an open.
You seem very uncomfortable in basically any situation, Sam.
Grew up my entire life in a forest on an island. Why do you see the water? Where do you...
Hey Sam, how about you fly up really high and check if there's anything interesting around?
I can see from here that there's not anything interesting around.
But maybe you could see even better if you went up.
My eyesight is far superior to yours anyway.
Ah, okay.
Maybe you should fly up and see if there's anything interesting.
Maybe I could using my magic.
Maybe you could indeed. So look expectingly at him.
I do a front flip 180.
Do an acrobatics.
Good. Hey, what up, what up, what up?
Okay.
Would you like to fly up and see?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know, can I carry that much weight?
What's your strength?
It's like 10, I think.
Are you sure, man? You don't look that strong.
Well, leave your things here. I'll do the same, we can fly up.
I'm gonna take out my grappling hook.
Sure thing, Batman.
And try to tie it around Samuel.
How high do you want to go?
In fact, I'm gonna use my whole climber's kit.
Just tie me up while I'm trying to fly.
No, I'm just tying myself to you.
You are able to carry 150 pounds.
What do you reckon Max would weigh?
I don't know. What is a pound again?
70 kilos.
I don't think a
US.
pound is 70
I
kilos.
don't
I hope it's not.
No, I mean max weight 70 kilos.
God,
Okay.
why can't you just use like real?
No, shut your whore mouth, you imperialistic
That's
cunt.
154 pounds, 70
Okay.
kilos.
So you just about be able to lift him.
2 pounds per kilo then, yeah.
Okay, so I just lift him off the ground, start flying up and say, how high do you want to go?
Sorry, I'm back. What happened?
You're being lifted up into the air.
Whee!
Did he succeed in attaching himself to me?
I'm proficient with the climber's kit.
Wait, you tried to attach yourself with a...
Yeah. Just like a safety harness.
Okay. Yeah. Roll and add your dex and proficiency.
Okay. So that's fuck. No. Please don't kill me.
I don't want to kill you. I'm a nice bear.
It seems harder to lift him this way than with actually you carrying him.
Well, yeah, that was the intention, I think.
Hmm.
Is he off the ground?
He's off the ground and the rope seems sort of attached.
Just shout down to him, do you see anything?
Do I see anything?
Yeah, we came up here so you could scout.
No, I think that.
I know, but it's a crop circle. It's shaped into the field. It says handle strong.
yeah.
Do I see the same map as the others, Ash, or like, is there no map?
You should do.
You should probably zoom out and actually try and find the map. You just got right. You should find it.
Like, I see a big map.
Yeah, we're on a big map.
Okay.
I'll take out my unmoving rod and put it horizontally and just press the button to make it stay still.
Okay.
I shall perch down on it. So the command gave me this so I could draw maps for them. It's very hard to draw maps when you're flapping your arms about.
Okay.
We don't need a map.
Who are you? I think you and Kai will have gotten along great.
I don't suppose you've seen one of these before, have you? You don't know how it works.
What? A map?
No, this rod.
No.
It's a shame. I'm trying to figure out why it works.
Okay. Are we still up in there?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I see anything that interesting.
How high are you up in there?
I don't know, Ash, how high are we?
I mean, you know how well the line is attached to you.
It's not very well.
No.
Not very well. It's really sketchy.
So
So my initial plan of leaving up here on the immovable rod would probably be
what?
just leaving up here on the rod. I'm not going to do that. I'm a different character.
That's saying it out loud to force yourself to do it, yes?
Yeah. I'll turn to him and say, have you seen enough?
I think so.
Would you like to go back down?
Sure.
Just undeploy the rod and slowly go back to the.
Okay. In the motion it takes to start flying again, the rope glides off, and Max, you find
So he's just holding on instead of being tied.
Can I try to like catch any part of like Samuel, and just try to hold on?
Sure. Make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Hey, sorry about that.
how
My
does
Yeah.
rope kind of
next time.
slipped.
You should just let me carry you next time. Very strong.
You know, I just thought my climber's kit would come in handy here.
We're flying, not climbing.
I thought I might like use it here, but okay, yeah, I trust you.
We slowly go back to the ground.
Holy shit, that was intense. Holy shit. I thought you would kill me.
I was very tempted to leave you up there, I will admit. Actually, I'm only saying this because I cannot.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
How would you do that though?
Well, that rod I used,
Yeah.
I could just leave you on it.
Oh, does it just like stay there?
It just stays wherever I put it.
Oh, that's sweet.
Well, it would have not been very convenient for you. You'd have been sat up there with only the button to press, and if you press the button, you would.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Maybe a little bit less showboating.
What do you mean?
I think you very well know what.
Oh, you mean the front flips?
If that's what you call.
No, I'll stick to those.
Just walk away.
Unless there's anything the party wants to do to the planes, then over the next 3 or so days, you finally arrive at something that isn't just planes. You come to a riverbank.
Each night I would use speak with plants to try and ask them if anything lies hidden beneath.
Okay, make a nature check.
Spell. But, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I like it. There you go.
I assume it took us 3 days to cross the plains because it's not.
because it what?
It's not a road. It's just plain.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just sheer distance, as every square you see is 20 kilometers.
It's kind of very much up to you.
Okay. It would you would mostly get the sense that the plants are confused as to what is happening because they have never experienced so many creatures walking past before.
Oh, so they'd be a bit useless.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, probably get distracted in the spell and say, "Oh no, it's fine. We're just passing through," and then the spell would end.
Okay, but you get to a river flowing notice it flowing north.
Is that a bridge across the river?
Not a bridge, but it is a place where it is low.
A ford. Okay.
Yeah.
What was the element we're going to? Is it aqua? No,
Aries.
Aries. It's Aries, isn't it? Okay.
Okay. The army goes over the river, and for the next day there is plains that are just a little bit more plant life to this area than the last.
I think we've covered more days in this session than we did since the entirety of me joining.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But by the way, at the river, I would have gone to the river and offered a prayer too.
Okay.
I thought we were heading north. I'm just realizing we went west.
Considering we're in a place called the Northern Territory, I think we're pretty far north.
Yeah, but we were at, well,
You headed
straight east of us.
You headed north all the way until Ostford, and then you have been heading east from there on.
What? Fucking. Did we teleport like fucking anime characters?
No.
Oh.
I am really confused now. Yeah, we were over at the
We've just headed
Garrison Ostford,
west.
yeah?
Yeah.
And we're gone straight west of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were pretty far north anyway.
Yeah, but we haven't gone north from where we were ever.
We
We
already
told
were
we were
north.
going to go north. Look
Well-
at the rest.
Well, the rest of the party went north. The old party went north all the way until Ostford.
Oh, and then we also took a sharp left. Like, no, this is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to do a religion check for the?
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm asking because I want to try this rolling thing. I've never done it before.
Sorry, I'm just reading stuff.
No response.
The second roll is if it's advantage on it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So it always rolls twice. So the second roll is just for advantage or disadvantage.
It's weird that it does that automatically.
It's just a convenience. You said this area has a lot more plant life.
More. It's not a lot, but it's more. There's a little bit more bushes, especially around the river. But other than that, nothing else really happens.
I would probably again you speak with plants on these just to see has anything been going on. To the healthier plants or the more abundant plants.
Yeah. You get the feeling from the plants that they are getting they are growing, or they're growing more now than they were like a few months back, just because of the river has been flowing more from what you assume to be melting water.
Oh, okay. I'll probably ask. How much do I need to ask them?
Is it drinkable water? The river that we passed by? Like, is it flowing in the river?
Is the river flowing?
That's for 10 minutes.
You can ask some questions to the plant if you want some concrete answers.
Yeah. I would repeat these questions the plants ask if this is a regular thing this time of year.
Yes. Seems to happen every year.
It's just very good time of the year for them.
So, assuming the passage of time is consistent in this world and the others, it's summer, yeah.
Yeah. And probably how long is wait as the how you said for the past few months, so it's probably in summer. Have we been here longer than a year? We have, right?
No, it's
Not
closing in on a year.
Probably like. Oh, well, that means this place is actually a living, breathing place. Previous to people start.
You know that there has been, or you have heard that a winter has come and passed, but since you spent most of that time fairly a good deal longer south, you didn't get particularly affected by the winter.
Interesting.
As for if the water is drinkable, make a nature check. Or
Yes.
survival.
Do I get to pick, or do you want to? Or
Probably be survival for checking if something is drinkable.
yeah, that makes sense. Where's my survival check?
You don't know.
Looks good to me.
Okay, cool. Then I don't fill my water bottle.
Okay. You see plenty of other soldiers filling their water bottles.
Then I go back and fill my water bottle. I guess they rolled higher on their survival checks.
Either that or they don't know and just take the chance.
Yeah, live with it.
Sounds like druidy stuff. Do I have druidy stuff for this? Hang on. Yeah, I have purify food and drink that I haven't prepared today.
Guys, just wait 8 hours.
You could always just boil it before you drink.
That's true. Could you? Yeah, that's very wise of you. Yeah.
One would always think that you knew of alchemy.
Oh, I do.
I know how to take care of children.
I'm literally an alchemist.
Oh, I was talking to Samuel.
Oh.
Another 2 days go by. And finally, you see
White chalk marking. Oh god, it's got his name on it.
I just imagine a trutt is like pants in German, but I don't know.
I actually don't know.
Trial,
Is that what it means? Trial.
probably.
Trutz. I think it's a vegetable.
Can I eat your trial pants?
No,
Vegetable
it's
thing.
just his garden. Vegetable patch.
Defense. I found.
I mean, Germans are really creative ones, we know that.
Okay, and let me just drag you over here.
It's an encounter map, boy.
I wonder what is happening next.
It's a dragon.
It's our old party risen.
It's
Wait, what?
This is a very big map.
Yeah, Roll20
Holy
made complaints on me when I put it in.
Is that your name? Oh my god, it's even bigger than I thought it was.
I see a turtle in the middle of it.
It was clearly not big enough last time I did an outside battle map of a city, so here you go.
Oh, that's
Okay, that one was huge. Holy mother.
huge.
Hang on, I need to prepare my spells for the day because we were told that we need lightning. What was it? Lightning, bludgeoning,
Force magic.
and force.
Thunder and force.
Thunder and force. So I'll probably take that.
And the army just, as it comes up to the walls, the army stops and you see it starting to make camp. It's still fairly early in the day, it's like early afternoon. And you see a lot of people, especially scholars and other more explorative types, start to go into the city or into the fortification, as there's actually no buildings outside of the walls.
Can we see from inside from outside?
You can see some of the other colors on the ground behind the openings in the wall.
So this is all on the ground, it's not a giant floating monolith or anything.
Yeah.
Suppose we're waiting on orders.
I guess so.
I'm looking up spells. That'll be a while.
After a little while, a runner comes up to the group. I'm supposed to say that towel is needed for creating a ritual at these markings on the ground.
Who now?
Tyrell.
Oh, me. Well, I am in fact me.
Yes. I guess so.
Well, so should these other not me people join us?
I think they're free to do so.
I think we should stick together.
Probably, I say as I fly up into the air.
Oh yeah, and at least what was it? He looks at the note. Urset is also to assist in this.
So it's a bit of a wizard job then.
I
Hey.
believe I'll be able to help out a little.
I just want to let you know, guys, I can do some force damage.
Strong with the foresight.
I'll be staying behind.
Oh yeah.
Observing.
Damn you, have I?
I make my way towards the wizardos.
You do.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm still fucking preparing spells. Like, so many fucking spells.
Druids.
Yeah.
Yep.
As you pass through the walls, it only now gets. You only now really notice how large they are. They go up for a good 60 feet.
Jesus.
Whoa.
I think I follow with them, but I don't go into the actual summoning circle thing. I sort of
Yeah.
stay on the outskirts.
Mm.
I just go up onto the wall, I guess. as I can. Because I'm a bird, fuck you.
I'm
Are you
gonna stay with Shade.
No.
I'm gonna send my familiar up there. Or Lord Pumpington.
I by the way give an earpiece to Urzet.
Okay.
And just you know how to use it, keep me informed.
Yeah. Will do. Okay. Yeah, you go up to meet with also magic users, and they start to form as well as they can form a circle and give out instructions. It takes a lot of people to make a circle around this marking.
I'm just gonna quickly ask Tyrell. I'll be like, so what's the plan here? You've been studying with these guys? Tyrell.
Yeah? Don't disturb a wizard!
I'm saying, what's the plan? What do we need to do?
Well, if you would give me a moment here, I will figure this out.
Well, I thought you'd know.
Urzet! Urzet!
Where are we actually standing on the map?
Most of you would probably have gone to the walls, so, but
Okay.
it's up to you.
Where are the mages?
They would be making a circle. If I can actually get to draw the around this whole map area, or the whole.
That sky.
Yeah.
What?
Hello, guys. It's me. I'm back. No, I don't have a proper avatar yet.
So we came from the south or bottom or
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah.
On the bottom.
I'll be watching from behind the wall, making sure that I'm very much behind.
I'll be waiting by the wall here.
Yeah. Well, Tyrell, it seems I think we're just supposed to channel into the guys actually orchestrating the ritual.
Any ideas?
Not until this
Use some spells, Tyrell.
not until they actually start doing the ritual.
I'm gonna be retarded. It was forest, lightning, and frost?
Yeah.
No?
Force, lightning, thunder.
Lightning and thunder is the same fucking thing.
No,
Not for the purpose of the game.
Is that like some Danish, German autistic thing, Ash, where we can't separate lightning and thunder?
no, it's the D&D
That's-
rules.
So it's between you guys.
Funny enough, D&D doesn't have just an R. Force is the closest to, I would say.
Yeah, I suppose.
I thought I learned like some lightning shit, but apparently not.
But they do
Shit,
something.
lightning.
Hold on. I'm just gonna do the. I'm not casting this. I'm just checking this because there's a. What was it? Lightning and thunder damage.
Yeah.
They're two different, right?
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
One sap, one spook.
I would have
Probably
thought
gonna
that
cast
force
this to
magic
help.
was earth magic.
See, I'm probably gonna cast this to help, but I can't find. It's not working. Yeah, I don't know. But like, I'm not sure which elemental I would be. Because like air elementals, challenge rate 5.
Yeah.
Thunder. Lightning element. That's 5. Less relevant.
Is there even elementals of that low challenge rating?
There's like methods, but like there's no methods of the.
That seems weird.
I'll keep looking.
Yeah. So you see, as the circle fills, you see a good deal of clerics and wizards are starting to go around and chanting. And
What do you think is gonna happen, Shade?
I don't know, but I have a bad feeling. This kind of shit always tends to go badly, and before you know it, we're surrounded by constructs wanting to turn us into bitey things. That's usually how it goes in these kind of things.
I'm just gonna change my spell because this is just bullshit.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think we should get ready for something at least coming out of the portal, or I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this as well.
Well, let's see if your little magic arrow thing is as powerful as you say it is.
while the ritual takes place, you also see a lot of the soldiers of the army starting to populate the surrounding walls.
What does this ritual look like? Short question, is there lightning?
Not as of yet, but
Okay.
as the ritual progresses, then lightning starts to spark up from
At the first sign of lightning, I'd like to very quickly make my way down to the ground.
Okay.
Are they like channeling like different spells into it, or is it
Yes, that's
like are they?
basically what happened. You see as they're going around chanting, you see lightning flying in towards the center. You see different gusts of wind forming.
Okay, I'll probably cast one anyway as well. I'll cast Call Lightning.
Okay.
It's probably me. I like it. That look. So yeah, it's a 10-minute thing.
Okay. Do a religion check.
Oh. Oh.
You just fill that fucking list up with spell things. I should really have done this.
7. So nothing particularly high.
I've been doing it during the session. I think it's actually quite therapeutic to just like read your spells and put it in.
Want to do mine? I have a few.
And you notice as about an hour into this ritual, it's a longer process. You see clouds forming over the area, and it starts to rain.
I'm loving life.
so it begins.
How heavy is the rain? Are we talking like storm?
It's pretty heavy.
I put up my hood.
Tend to change these storms are not good.
I haven't even specified if I have a wizard's hat or not.
Doesn't look like it.
If you're the only one in the party that doesn't have one, it's weird.
Looks like you're bald.
I suppose we could really use that tree by now.
No, you don't hide under trees and lightning storms. You stay out in the open.
I was just thinking protect us from the rain.
Oh,
Water's water.
I should probably be neat.
there's no bad weather.
Try to complete that in the nice, the best way you can. Because I know what you're going for.
Where? Ah, it's here. It's fine.
And as the ritual progresses, you see Paolo coming over towards the group.
Towards us, or?
Yes.
Okay. But, Tyrell, he's not with us, right? He's off summoning something, or doing ritually stuff.
Yeah, helping.
I'm just standing around the circle, right?
Yeah.
I thought we were all around them. Sam
Yeah.
with them as well, aren't he?
I got my homeboys. Mine.
My neck beard.
Anyways, yes, you said Paolo's coming up to us, or?
Yeah. Mm,
Shade gets a boner.
Definitely.
Just decide it for someone else's character.
are you ready to enter this? Have you done your preparations?
Do you know what's gonna happen? Does anyone?
Last time, very large structure appeared from the ground. We expect the same to happen here.
Very large. You mean like a?
Huge
What?
pyramid-like structure,
Holy shit.
and that is the seal itself. What we're doing now, hopefully, is what brings the seal out so we can actually interact with it. It will be your task, along with 3 other groups, to enter this pyramid and figure out how to activate it.
Who are these other groups?
They are other task forces.
You said that this has happened before. Did they not figure out how to activate it last time?
How was it? Yeah, how was it done last time? Good point.
Last time there were a challenge. Several fire elementals were guarding a chamber, and when we entered that chamber, it was actually simply just lighting a ritual circle, and that seemed to activate it.
I don't like the sound of fire elemental.
Were the fire elementals aggressive to you?
Very.
And you told us to prepare a spell. I fear you've advised us wrong here.
I mean, as far as I know, what has been told was to prepare for aiding in this ritual that is currently undertaking.
We were also told to prepare lightning, thunder, force spells. If it's lightning, thunder, or force elemental, it's very likely that they're going to be resistant to our abilities now.
Do we have to enter the seal immediately?
Last time it took more than a day to activate just the structure itself.
Maybe we should set up camp then, so you magic people can do your magic thing.
but in all honesty, we don't know what will happen in there. I would advise you that it seems like the counter of the corresponding anti-element is also hidden in the structure. And by breaking one seal, you break the other.
Will we enter it the moment it comes?
Yes.
Do we know? Are we close?
I would gather that's about half a day left of the ritual from the instructions of Ignis Avatar. We have a little bit better indication of what is actually going on.
Can I insight check? This is Paolo, right?
Yes.
Can I insight check him to see if I think he's...
Just Paolo, the one with the very high skill check requirement.
I think they all are.
Yeah.
Well,
I just want to see if like he seems to be hiding something.
okay.
Do I be bamboozled?
Yeah, am I allowed to thingy this?
Yeah.
Guidance it?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. I guidance.
While this is going on, I'll say to him, our friends, Tyrol and Rosette, will they be allowed to rest before going in as well?
If they are currently aiding in the ritual, then they would. It would be wise for them to take a rest from the last part of the ritual.
Would you handle that?
Of course, I'll make sure that happens.
22.
He seems awkward for one that's supposed to be leading this group of this large army, and he seems.
God, he's a villain.
He seems very excited about what is currently happening.
Damn.
It's important to notice that Paolo isn't dressed in like a warrior's attire.
What, like he's not ready for combat?
No, he has a long sword at his side,
No armor.
light leather armor, and you see what's it called in English? A spyglass at his side and some other pouches.
I just say,
So he's clearly a wizard, basically.
No.
Or magic user of some kind.
I'll say to him, will you be joining us in the fight?
I think you are better suited for whatever happens inside the pyramid.
I just thought it would be our leader's role to lead us in. So, perhaps old-fashioned.
I'll say I don't think I'm very suited for combat person. I'm a dead man with no weapon.
You have no weapons.
Your wits are your weapons.
Yeah,
I'm a
I
monk.
remember.
I mean, if I was planning to study the seal afterwards, but seeing it released would be an experience in itself.
Well, why don't you join us? You can always use a strong hand. Is that right?
Sure. This other groups that are joining us. Could you tell me who they are? Perhaps we could do some preparation, exchange notes.
Well, they won't be joining you per se. They will be entering from other. We expect there to be 4 entrances to the pyramid. So we
Well,
don't.
I mean, I assume the groups are around here, right? So perhaps if we could speak to them beforehand.
Of course. There will be one of the groups have called themselves Luck.
Luck.
Yes.
I see. Fitting name.
What others? One of the other groups have called itself Os Noir.
Luck. Os Noir. I'm just gonna write this as I think it's spelled.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in the party notes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. No, I'm not. Where is that?
You don't have to the pins. We have pins.
We have pins. Oh, your Discord. You mean?
Yeah, pin. There's a pin on Discord with like party note, like a communal party notes page.
Oh, right. Yeah. I'll get to that. Cool. Yes. Sorry. Keep going.
And Adamant.
Oh, the player notes or the party note. It's different, probably.
The player notes. It's got the like notes from everyone. And
Okay. Yeah.
fucking Tyro.
I may have added a picture for Taro.
Is it a black man?
It is. I actually thought it would be you that would have added it. Is he on his own, by the way, Ash?
He always have an escort of 4 to 6, basically Crown Guard.
So is it Luck, Os Noir, Adamant? You said,
Yes.
and then fourth is us. Yes.
Yes. I know 2 of them are. One is to the north of the shield, the other side from where we're currently standing. Another one is to our right. Going to check up on the last one.
I see. Well, I may pay them a visit. In a few hours then. You said it's about half a day until we should be ready to enter, yeah?
Hopefully.
Alright.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay. What does that do exactly?
Just pings magical.
Let's know what is magical around him in like some number of feet. I can't remember. 20, 60,
30.
30. There we go. Yeah.
Okay. You know.
What type of magic it is as well.
Yeah, you notice. Well, you get pings from the spells being cast close to you from the ritual itself. You also
Probably from the items we're carrying as well.
Yeah, and you also get the same enchantment vibe as you get from the player's items as you do from. You also get that from Paulus' longsword.
But nothing's pinging on him. Like him himself.
No.
Yeah. Just wanted to check he wasn't transformed from something. But his sword.
His sword, yeah.
Okay.
And his
And
necklace.
that's it. And his necklace. What does his necklace look like?
It's an Ignis symbol.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, that debunks my theory. Thought we were going to have a, what was the Blue Dragonborn called? From your campaign, Paddy?
Sorry?
What was the Blue Dragonborn called? From your campaign?
Oh,
Incest?
incest.
Gincest. I thought we were going to have a Gincest on our hands there.
Gincest. Nice.
No, it's Gincest, but it became Gincest. Nobody bothered to actually know his name.
We're good with names, as you can tell, yeah? Fucking amazing.
Paddy had a full story planned. We ruined it with one detect magic. So
You-
his sword and his
necklace. Yes.
Did you check Discord, Ash?
Yes. I did. Yeah, you probably would be getting a ping from that. You you do notice a ping from no, you notice you notice one ping from Shade and his earpiece. You notice one ping from Arlo with, of course, your own staff. You notice Tyrell, what was your magic item?
I mean, if you can't, you don't know, you don't know, yeah.
How many magic items do you have?
Well, one. I have a wand of fireballs.
okay, see a wand. Right.
And you notice Max's
Crossbow.
cross. Yeah, the bow.
Bow, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And from Samuel, you notice the unmovable rod, and you also notice a ring.
Oh.
Are you on the floor, Samuel?
Sorry?
Are you on the floor?
Yes. Sort of slightly behind the wall.
And from Urset, you notice, what was it? A
It's
gem.
gem?
Yeah.
Yeah, gem. He showed me that before.
And he has one of my earrings as well. by the way.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's where the other earring was.
And it was only one from Paddy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the only one that I'm a bit unaware of. Ringy poo. Okay.
You also notice a ping from, well, two pings from each of the guards following Paolo.
Weapons are
Their swords and their armor.
okay, so they're tough. Okay, well I'm gonna wait till they leave.
Okay, to paraphrase this because we're going over time. So you can prepare spells to the next time. But after, when the ritual comes to an end, you see this huge pyramid-like structure basically just spurring up from the ground.
Dungeon crawling.
But hold on, I would want to go and talk to the other teams before this happens.
Okay, we'll Yeah.
But like I can do that, like I said.
Yeah,
thing
we'll do
like
that
next session.
next time then.
Let's see the value from to take magic there. There's a value to take magic. I wasn't intending to do that. I just wanted to see if he was fake or not.
Yeah, that's cool.
And you, just before this happens, you hear trumpets going off from up on the walls.
Before the pyramid rising?
Just before.
How did they know?
And this is the three short bursts that you've heard before. Okay.
Is it like sandstorm?
No, it's not.
Oh, I was really hoping it would be.
Air horn.
Think
I need to leave, by the way, but
Yeah.
I guess we are ready to get there. Yeah.
How many days later was that? Ask just so I have the right days.
That will be 6 days.
So
So-
it'll be day 9.
Yes.
All right, I'll head now. See you guys later.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
And there's how many days in a week?